Hello everybody, welcome back to BillWorks YouTube channel. Today we actually have a 22 RAV4 that we're going to be working on. It does have a intermittent misfire concern. It does happen on a cold start, so I'm going to show you an easy way how to diagnose that, and we're going to go ahead and repair it as well. So let's get started. So yes, you can diagnose a misfire first by swapping the coil and plug, which I actually did. Swap the ignition coil 1 and 3 to see if it changed, and it didn't. But one easy way you can actually diagnose this misfire, which the cold start misfire kind of indicates that something's leaking into the cylinder over time, whether it be fuel or coolant. But like I was saying, one easy way you can diagnose this is simply by looking at the parameters on the data list.
So here I did go ahead and make a custom data list. Pretty much the most important one you're going to want to look at is the high pressure fuel reading along with the misfire counters. Now depending on what DTC you have for a misfire, which cylinder is misfiring, is the one that you would want to look at. In this case it is cylinder number 1. So basically you want to start by turning the vehicle off while looking at the high side. And if you do see any kind of bleed off, meaning that the high side fuel pressure is dropping, pretty much is a dead giveaway that direct injector is leaking, just depending on what cylinder is actually misfiring. So in this case we have a misfire on cylinder 1, and we have our high side fuel pressure that's bleeding off when turning the vehicle off. The easiest way I've found to go ahead and confirm that finding would just simply be to run the vehicle for a little bit, remove the affected cylinder spark plug, and just scope the cylinder, and you can actually see the fuel down in the cylinder. So then once you confirm your cause, you can go ahead and get started on removing the affected injector to make sure you order the correct part number.
Okay, so now that we have our intake removed, you can see the difference here between the port injection, which is going to be your low pressure side, and your direct injectors, which is on this fuel rail here, which is going to be your high pressure side. So now we need to go ahead and remove this fuel rail for the high pressure side, and I'm going to try to leave the rest of the injectors actually in the head, or in the cylinder. That way we don't have to replace that Teflon seal, and only the seals on the back of it. And I'm also going to go ahead and clean up the intake head surface here, and go ahead and tape it off so we don't have an issue with dropping anything in the cylinder. There you go. I switched up the frame for y'all in case you are getting bored of watching the same side of me. Alright, finally got the alternator out of the way.
Just wanted to apologize about the audio. For some reason my mic quit recording. So here we are taking off the fuel rail. Just wanted to show you that the top inserts and the seals did come off the injectors, which are in the rail here. Don't forget to take those out, and you will need to replace them with new ones. Finally, here comes our injector. This is a Teflon seal that you will need to replace if the injectors come out of the cylinder. Luckily, the new one does come with a new seal already on it. And then here is the number you will need to get off of it in order to order the correct injector.
Sorry for the audio quality from yesterday's video, but now that we got the correct part, we are going to go ahead and start the installation process. And as you can see here, this is the old direct injector. It does have a number 7 on it. That's why we had to go ahead and remove it to make sure we get the correct injector, because each one of those injectors in there actually have a different number. As you can see here, our new direct injector does match with a number 7 on it, and lucky for us, it does come with all 3 of the seals on the top. And this is a Teflon seal that I was talking about earlier. You want to be very careful, and if you do remove it, you have to go ahead and replace that seal, which is easier said than done. Okay, so that being said, we're going to go ahead and install our new injector. Now that we got all of our injectors in there, all the O-rings on there, it's time to put our fuel rail on. I did go ahead and put a little bit of assembly lube on the rubber O-rings on all 4 injectors, and just a dash here in each port so this rail slides on without folding over any seals. So I know it's not a snap-on, but we are going to go ahead and torque each fuel rail bolt. Not snap-on, but it is clutch. Basically snap-on, if not better. Boom!
Now that we're getting close to the end of the installation process, we're going to go ahead and start the vehicle. And you just want to make sure to look it over. One, make sure you don't have any fuel leaks. And two, make sure you don't have any DTCs.
Well, that's going to be it for today. I really do appreciate you watching. I hope you learned something. And if you did like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.